Welcome back to a new episode, my friends. We are back with a new guest with us. Today we have Matthijs Otto. Matthijs Otto is an entrepreneur and founder of former Network Tables and now Croden.com, a platform that provides innovative event technology solutions to help organizers and attendees connect and collaborate more effectively. With over 15 years of experience in the event industry, Matthijs has gained extensive knowledge and insights into challenges faced by event organizers and participants. He started Croden.com, that was networktables.com, in 2014 to address these challenges by creating a user-friendly platform that allows participants to schedule meetings and network seamlessly at events. All right, welcome to the podcast, Matthijs. Thank you for joining EvaTalk today.
Thanks.
That's great. That's great. So, Matthijs, any starting words to get started? Anything that you would like to start with?
No, I think everything is clear. I'm the founder of Crowden.com, was formerly Network Tables, and I hope to share some tips on topic-based matchmaking.
That is great. All right, to get started with, I would like to know, to know more about your professional journey. What attracted you to the event industry in the very first place?
Good question. Actually, it triggered me to go into the event industry by the issue of matchmaking in general. We're exhibiting at quite some events. For me, it was always very difficult to meet the right people, and I would actually make a smiley book of the people I would like to meet at an event and would walk around with that smiley book to find that people. But then, imagine if there's 500 or 1,000 or even 200 people. Doesn't matter. It's super difficult, of course, to just to walk around to meet those people they want to meet. So I was very frustrated, and I thought with at that time the technology you had at that time, like event apps and things like that, would be the solution, but it wasn't because basically not everybody was in the event app, so I could not find the people I wanted to meet. They were not reacting and replying in time to me, so I was all the time very frustrated and annoyed. So I thought there should be an easier way.
All right. Okay. That was an interesting start from a smiley book you went to making your own company. That's great. All right. So what do you think is the difference between manual matchmaking, AI matchmaking, and topic-based matchmaking?
The word already says, I think, all. Manual matchmaking is very time consuming for both the event organizer and attendee. Um, with manual matchmaking, you need to understand. Sometimes customers actually email us and they say, like, before we have been making 480 matches by Excel, it was very time consuming, blah blah. Now we're looking for a solution to automate this. Why? Most of the time, number one reason is it costs too much time, and basically the result is also not that big, because for event attendees, imagine having to give like a top 10 list. It's also very sometimes disappointing because you don't get your matches, because it's all in the end manual, done by humans, which
Okay.
is not as smart as machines. Then you have AI matchmaking, which basically tries to suggest whom to meet, right? And or sometimes even worse, tries to schedule all the meetings for someone. So it means
Okay.
that I just go to an event, and by a system, because if I entered some data, maybe I entered the data wrong, I get a schedule of meetings. It's nice because you get helped a bit,
Yeah.
but you can imagine if not everybody fills in the data correctly, or just if you miss data, people don't know
Yeah.
what they're looking for. That's the issue with AI. So if they don't know what they're looking for, if they don't know what they're interested in, how can you help them to find that?
Okay.
That's an issue. Then you have topic-based matchmaking, which I'm a big fan of course, because I really believe in it. It makes everything super simple and to the point. There's no difficult systems needed for that. All you need is to basically achieve that people
Okay.
create topics and set their availability to meet about those topics, which can be in any form. It
Okay.
can be in one-on-one meetings, it can be in group meetings like round tables, or it can be like in form of workshops. But if you think
Okay.
about it, if you ask people, what are you more interested in? Cats, dogs, events, or bears, then you give them a choice. So actually, they will start to make decisions automatically.
All right.
And I
All
think
right.
what topic-based matchmaking does is to bring the right people together at the right time to share similar like shared interests. And I think that's what events are all about in the end.
Yeah, yeah. I do agree with this that it is very important to meet the right people when you are on an event because until unless the networking is right, I don't think an event can be successful. That was great to hear how you differentiate between, manual matchmaking and the other two types. Now, if we come to my next question, what do you think are the most important factors to consider when designing matchmaking features for virtual and hybrid events?
Mm, I think number one thing is ease of use. If you have to download an app, if you have to go to registration forms, like you will basically miss 50% of your attendees that will go down through a funnel, which you only keep maybe the salespeople. Well, salespeople don't want to meet other salespeople. So ease of use, very important to capture actually every attendee that you have, like let's say 80 to 90%. That's your goal. Um, and also to create a fear of missing out.
Okay.
So number one, yeah. So I think number one thing is to make people do it. Um, how do you make people do it? By designing features that work naturally. So even, for example, the ability to white label that process into your current processes instead of like offering a separate tool, a separate link, separate registration, really needs to be part of your process. If you have all of this, I think people don't even know that they are actually doing matchmaking. That's how it should be.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I think creating ease of use and creating the very Gen Z term we can say FOMO or fear of missing out is two things that you feel that can be important factors. All right. That was very new for us to hear. So, how do you balance the need for a large pool of potential matches with the need for high quality matches?
Mm, I think you need to show both. So
Okay.
you need to show your high quality matches, but also show the non-high quality matches because I mean, if you make high quality matches, where does it depend on? What we do, for example, we actually do have a matching system where we show who's the best match for you,
Okay.
besides topic-based matchmaking. And
Okay.
then what we do, as a lot of other tools don't do, is we show people why they are a match. So we literally highlight in yellow
Yeah.
the data we have connected. So it's very transparent for users
Okay.
why they are a match with someone, but we also show the non-matches because
Okay.
we don't know, like maybe they are looking for something again that they didn't
Yeah.
enter in their questionnaire or they didn't enter in their registration form in the start. Maybe their needs changed. Maybe even
Okay.
the person like in their organization changed. So um, I think you need to show both. That's the key.
Okay. All right. All right. So, with this, I have another question. How do you think matchmaking can help attendees get more value out of virtual and hybrid events?
I mean, that's what events are all about, right? So if you go to an event to just listen to a speaker on stage or listen to a live stream, I mean, then I think that's not worth always the visit. I think people in general, they go to events to do business, to meet other people and to share knowledge. Well,
All right.
knowledge is not one way. I think it should be shared two ways, where people can
Yes.
ask questions, like we're sharing knowledge now,
Yeah.
between two people, digging into a certain subject. So, I mean, how can attendees get more value out of events? By helping them to meet the right people. And I think that's what you're doing with matchmaking in general, right? So if you help them, for some people it could be life changing. They could find the job
Yes.
of their life, whatever. They could even,
No doubt.
in the
No
dating
doubt.
world, could find the partner of their life, whatever. So
Agreed.
I think doing nothing is not an option anymore in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
because events are about meeting the right people. So if you care about your exhibitors, if you care about your attendees, you need to help them.
All right, that was great. That was great. The very essential core of matchmaking is to get the best value out of the events. That is great. So, how do you like to share some tips and some with our event professionals for efficient and effective event matchmaking?
Mm, Event professionals first, I think they need to start with a concept.
Okay.
So they need to take it very seriously and make it also part of their event program.
Okay.
That means it's not just, oh, here we have an event, have good luck. And then you have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sessions going on through the whole day, and basically no time for networking. That doesn't work because then nobody meets because they don't have time to actually meet. So you need to really make slots into your event agenda. Try to think of slots of 1 hour, where
Okay.
it says one-on-one meetings or roundtable discussions or meet the expert sessions, meet the speaker, whatever, how you would like to name it, host a buyer seller meetings. But you need to resource time and allocate
Okay.
time slots into your event agenda to
Okay.
allow people to attend this as a concept. That's one.
Okay.
Then two, of course, you need to define the concept. It's not like, oh, just go into a networking area and good luck. No, you really need to maybe see if you can let people pre-schedule meetings. If you have roundtable discussions, make sure that people know what's the titles. In best case, of course, even let them pre-seat at tables so they can see with whom they're on a table before they go
Okay.
to an event. That's even better. But help them prepare. If
Okay.
they are prepared, they are more committed. If they are committed to sign up for certain meetings and sessions, they will have a higher show up rate. So the whole event is going to be more bigger success, and people are just having better quality meetings.
Okay.
So it all starts with that.
Okay.
Without the concept, without time allocating your event program, it's doomed to fail.
All right. All right. That was great. That was some great tips that we heard from Mathai on how you should be effectively using matchmaking on your events. It can be any kind of event and the format. And the very new concept that he launched with us that we should have a feature of creating fear of missing out so that people do use those features and come up. That was so good. Thank you so much for joining, Mathai, and talking to us. And of course, with this matchmaking topic, I hope that this video also goes very viral or reach many people in the event industry, and we can communicate much more information about matchmaking and its concept. Congratulations again for your company, and I hope that it continues to do the best for all the event professionals in the event industry. Thank you, Mathai.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you.